Happy week 4! Woo! Happy week 4 of Poetry Workshop. You guys, thank you so much. This has been so much fun, and I really am starting to look forward to it every week. I feel like we're kind of getting into a flow, a rhythm, if you will. Before we get into our poetry with all of our beautiful, lovely submissions from all of the most wonderful, talented friends of mine, I wanted to tell you all my new idea for how we're going to keep rolling with our fluid creative poetry project. So now that we've kind of gotten into a flow of writing our poetry, having prompts, not having prompts, we kind of worked up that kink. Now I'm a little bit timid, trepidatious. I'm a little bit cautious. I don't know. I think everyone should be reading their own poetry if they want. So what I'm going to be doing is learning how to edit videos, because honestly, the only reason why I didn't do that was because I didn't want to edit the video. I'm going to learn how to edit videos. I'm learning how to do it. We're all learning. This is a learning curve, and now everyone will be able to read their own poetry. It'll all be able to be linked together by my edits. And then everyone will be able to read their own words, put in their own inflection, give their own energy and their strength and power into their poem. Beautiful! So let's do that. This week, I'll be reading everybody's poetry. Next week, if you don't want to read, if you don't have any time to film yourself, submit that poem. I will still read it, ramble on to you like a quarantine crazy person, and then we'll all be able to come together and have an actual real poetry workshop, whereas this is a little bit more like I'm talking at you, and you don't want that, and I don't want that. Our first poem is going to be by Sarah Nolte. Fun fact, her last name is pronounced Nolte. We're learning, we're growing. Okay, this is Untitled. The sky grows dark and night settles in, and even though all has gone black, I still sit and stare out my window. This day rose crisp and bright, full of hope that no one can describe, but chilly nights affects us so, where one glimmering light from far off drinks us to exhaustion, for never shall we reach it, never shall that light come within our grasp. Woo! Again, killer, poignant, direct. It's like a knife. It's like a sharp knife with your words. Wow, I loved it. Thank you, Sarah Nolte. Y'all, you guys. Okay, this next poem is from Maddy Gourlay. It is called 15 Years of Friendship. In the past, on the day we brought you home, I sat with you in your pen and read you stories about dogs while you dozed with anxious yawns. I was 10 years old. In the past, you'd tease your other friends that roamed around the house, and we could always hear the thump, thump, thump of your running feet on the carpet floor upstairs. In the past, you'd come to find me sitting in a chair and put your head between my knees so that you could feel my hands in your hair, and we'd call it your massage. In the past, you'd dart around the soccer field or up and down the beach, and you knew each one of us individually, completely. Your eyes shone with recognition and intelligence. Now, your marble eyes are clouded, and your mind is similarly obscured. You can no longer hear your name, and you don't speak to us either. The hardest part is that you flinch when I go to pet your head. One night, I knew you were saying goodbye to me. Back when you were still yourself, you looked me in the eye, out of the darkness of our living room when the two of us were alone, and said, I have to tell you this now. I'm sorry I can't be here longer, but I love you. And I cried and told you I loved you too. That was a skateboard. Did you hear that? Wow, you guys, that was so sad. I read that poem a few times because it was just so beautiful and profound and strong. Thank you for that, Maddy. That was gorgeous. Our next poem is called Quaran-dreaming, and it is by an anonymous writer. I think when I kiss you, it will feel like stars that melt and drip from the sky and drop, scintillating and serene into my skin until I am made head to toe from tiny skyward gems. I love that poem. Thank you, Anonymous, for that. That was beautiful. I love the idea of dripping stars. That was a killer. Okay, this one's called Same Old Same on a Walk Around the Neighborhood by me. I've blurred my affections and now my whole soul's obsolete. I'll take anything to save face. A skydive, maybe some wine, a drug of any kind. I'll take a break. My days see me wandering around the neighborhoods, and yet I can't ever seem to move. Can I belt a song atop my lungs? Maybe my voice will drown out the buzz of desire, best left behind. Can I hear a different thrum within my heart? A hum to music I know has been inside since the first day I remember. I won't let this venom take away my courage. I've worked too hard to splurge. I bare my teeth, I ball my fists. They will see me thrive. I will show my face. To keep my feet from roaming an old silly path I never wanted to take in the first place. And her smile, oh, her smile helps to ease the sting. And oh, the green, how it heals me, and oh, my feet, how they love me, and oh, the music, how it moves me, how I'll heal me from now on. That is the end of our poetry. Thank you everyone who submitted. Thank you so much for all of your inspiring words. Next week, we are going to be having everybody read their own poetry unless you don't want to or you don't have the ability to do that, in which case I will be here reading your poem. Next week's prompt is going to be time. I just came up with that. I actually had no idea what my prompt was going to be, but it's going to be time. That's what it's going to be.